Kevin, 2 weeks were tricky. As in, two difficult matches. You had Everton and the Wolves. You'd expect to have that advantage, but Lampard got it wrong with certain tactics, and I know you're not happy with that. But he bounced back in a derby, and may not be as convincing as you want to, but a win is a win, and it's the right step forward.
So, so we're off for 2 weeks, but I'll start by saying 3 points on a clean sheet, right? So I heard some fans just asking for Mr. 3 points on a clean sheet, and we delivered it today. Alright, so let's get into the analysis, right?
The man missing him lucky, you know.
3 points on a clean sheet, right? 3 points on a clean sheet.
People I want to tell us say we link him the day when Everton beat him and him say him can't make it, right? I know that's Arsenal fans do this thing, right?
Not
say couldn't make it.
Listen,
right?
Hold on, people. None of this is true.
How comes, right?
See?
No,
because when I drop out the Champions League,
hold on, and him say 3 points and I am a push out him chest.
When I'm gonna drop out the Champions League, all of a sudden him have to work. You have to work late. A week so I look for them money, I know.
When you working,
when we start lose now, right? When we start lose, everybody want to have videos. But let's get to it, right? and you're right, Diego, because if the result had gone a different way, I'd definitely be here saying something different, right? Over the weekend, I was thinking Lampard out, right? And get the result today. So I'm on the hill that says Lampard in, but I'm not prepared to die here, right? So if results go the next way, I'm off that hill. Now, Lampard has been getting it wrong, and I think it gone back to square one again when we have a problem in selecting his side. I think he fell on what side was right, give Giroud some game, Giroud start score some goal, Giroud force him win his nice side. We can't argue with that. Unformed striker, you have to put him in. Where I think him getting it wrong, and particularly him need to stop it, is in the midfield, right? So you pay a lot of money for Kai, and Mason Mount are your favourite. So whenever those two players are available, he wants to play them. As far as I'm concerned, start the keeper, start your back four, start Little Blocks, N'Golo Kante, start Mateo Kovacic. Do anything you want after that. Keep those players there, play Werner White through the central, wherever, Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi, whoever. Keep that part of the side. Once he move Kovacic out of the side, there's too much pressure on Little Blocks, and there's not enough coming out of the midfield. And we saw it again today. Alright, so we're under pressure. We're lead West Ham, and we're struggling. He made the change, took out Jorginho, we need to sell him to Arsenal, right? He reached a stage time. Chelsea career now when we need to go to that direction. I think that's where he need to go, right? We need him out of the side.
Just like William.
Yeah, man. He reached a stage now. And them they are looking to him, you know.
David Luiz William.
So, we're bringing Kovacic a game change immediately because the man can carry the ball. So, when West Ham pressing in B2 easily, what now? We're up the park. Nobody in the side can do that at the moment. So, we need that player to play all the time when he's fit. I understand rotation, but why change what is working for you? And then what I've seen over the last 3 matches is not just that we're losing, but we look shambles, right? We don't look coherent. The midfield players getting in each other's way. It just don't look good. And I figure that have something to do with management. But I thought about it, you know, and when I look, I say, Lampard doing really good, you know. Remember, Lampard is his 3rd year of management.
Yeah.
So he had a season at Derby, he barely missed promotion, you know, in the playoffs. Then he played last year, and without any transfers, him get top 4, and him in and around there. But Lampard doing good, but he's not good enough for where I think the club should be. Based on the players and based on where the league is, we need to be challenging, right? And I said it from the Tottenham match, you know. We need to win these matches. Because Wolves and Everton, fine, which is why I'm not saying Lampard out, because anybody can lose to Wolves and Everton on their day.
That is true.
And West Ham is also a tough match. But today I think the result definitely flattered him. He made the right change stubbornly in the 60th minute to bring on Kovacic, and that's when we gain control of the game. Lampard just needs to figure out what his best side is. And I think he can rotate the 3, but keep Little Blocks, keep Kovacic, start Zuma. See? Zuma have to play. At the moment, he have to play. Thiago Silva has to play. We had some changes because both fullbacks are injured now. Reece James out. Chilwell started the game, he didn't finish.
Okay.
Emerson didn't look bad. Aspi put in a man of the match performance, you know. Long in the tooth now, so we're not getting much at the other end of the field, but in terms of defensively, still very solid. So, defense, I'm fine with. We keep the center of the defense the same. Zuma and Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva, brilliant. Best in the league, defender in the league. No Van Dijk, best in the league, right? But Lampard, yeah, best in the league. He's the best in the league, right? And quality defender, best in the league. I tell you, watch Thiago Silva week in, week out. Best in the league. But Lampard, I think he will get top 4, but I don't think he's going to do much more than that. And I don't feel like that's going to be enough. Not going to be enough.